about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get... this one up to the 26. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The tackle there by Eli Harold.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Here we go now.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Dancing away at the 35. The 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run here with Freeman. And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. first and 10. Prescott. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you work. On in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Prescott now on second down. Screen play, Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deion Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it to 37. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Going up top. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flushed out right. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here go 46. 26.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
47.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
No. Off. We're going to 54. Why here? 26.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 45 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 47, 47. Get out.
A second down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Prescott to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Prescott now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott eluding the pressure right. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now we'll carry from back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down. Second down, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And an alley to run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Prescott on 1st down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Fighting his way through contact. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Matt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Duke Riley not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
46.
Prescott now from the 50. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They run. It's Johnson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff working right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 14 yards there at a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. So
the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go to Johnson again. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Lucky 56.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him up the middle. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Lions on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. He completes it to Peak, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Falcons, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Lions, They can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just with plastic. I said, bet it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking side.